Hello, welcome, WJ Burns PHX. This here is a Zenith model 7S 529, made in 1941. It has 7 tubes, 3 bands with push button presets. It has uh, the Zenith radio organ, what they call the tone controls. It has been completely refurbished inside and outside. The dial bezel buttons and all but this knob are original. This here was a reproduction. The old one was seriously deformed. All the buttons are originals. The bezel has been refinished and coated in poly. The cabinet has been sanded back to bare wood except for this portion and this portion over here, faux finish. I wanted to try and keep that intact. It does have its beauty marks here and there. It has been refinished in a honey stain. The trim is oil rubbed bronze metallic, as well as the bottom. It has a new grill cloth. The entire set has been coated in clear poly. The dial glass is original and the dial is original. It has been enhanced with clear coat. When I got this radio, it did not have a back to it. The there's an inner loop on this wave magnet antenna, loop antenna, that in the center here it's a 4-inch diameter loop induction coil for the antenna system that was open. It has been redone. If you can see here, I don't know if you can tell, the induction coil on the outer loops of the inner windings have been restrung. They were open. It did not have a shorting bar or shorting link. The back is a handmade reproduction. It may not be the same as the original ones, but it's damn sight better than no back at all. It has been recapped. It has a fuse, under chassis fuse, and a voltage dropping resistor in place. It has had 3 tubes replaced in the set. All contacts, the tuning cap have been cleaned, lubricated. The wafer switch for the band selections. Have been cleaned up, and the button assembly for the presets have been cleaned up. So we'll give it a fire up here and let you take a listen to it. We'll do a scan in the evening, and we'll do a scan in the morning to give you an idea just how this thing performs in this area, since we are in a valley and reception comes and goes with the sun on the AM as well as the shortwave bands. So stay tuned. Okay, it's about 6 p.m. Pretty much clear skies. The sun is hanging low in the sky. We shouldn't get too much interference from it today, or at least right now. We'll start on the AM band, or the broadcast, which is the lower one here, and work our way to the top, and then we'll go back on the police band to the basement, and then we'll go to the shortwave band and go up. All right, let's see. This thing is on an assist from a long wire antenna.
President Trump said today that he preferred a comprehensive trade deal with China, but did not rule out the possibility of an...
There's our evening interference we get from something.
You always try to judge people on what you get from them, and you try to get to know them.
With announcements in the next year.
Not sure where that was at. It might be Prescott Valley or Prescott.
Show right now. I was ready for a talk show. We could open up the phone lines. That would not be an issue. We got
that is from Sedona
here. That was the best part.
I had no idea.
Welcome to Banking Reimagined.
Don't know where that one at. That was about the time of day that we get a lot more stations in here because the sun drops down, and some of these local stations drop their power down.
Good man. It's a place of discovery and work.
Or if you want to say hello or file a complaint, whatever you like, it's your soul.
With building Capital One Cafe. Warm, inviting places. Too much.
Really old now that you barely even remembered it. And it's 2 years
Descending upon him. And there came a voice from heaven.
What started with another possible causes the NCSB is considering is whether lithium-ion batteries are used to power.
Vitamins be clean too. Sundown vitamins are all clean all the time. Non-GMO, free of gluten and dairy, with
This country.
AP Radio News. I'm Jim McGuire. 10 candidates running for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination on stage tonight in debate in Houston. Democratic strategist Joel Payne says Joe Biden needs to be engaged, but not necessarily trying to score big points against the other 9. I keep saying Joe Biden doesn't...
¿Qué más formación? Entonces,
I know they don't have to face, Bill Belichick or Tom Brady. Here's Tom Brady talking.
It gets pretty chatty like this throughout this band up through here in the evenings, because a lot more stations come in, and they're right on, almost right on top of each other.
somebody talking in Farsi or Arabic. It's broken up into a discussion talk show format. There is
unlimited. Ocho veces All-Star.
Well, they were very clear almost to every speaker as far as Hispanic Latino.
The term of service for this seat begins this April and runs through April 2023.
Okay, that's it. That's it for that. We'll go to the police band. There won't be much on this, except maybe our local station, which is back here at 1.6 megahertz. There might be a little amateur on there, and maybe a WWV. Not sure where that's at. There's WWV. Sounds like amateur. Something barely there. That should be just about it. Until we start to get into the top side of the broadcast band, which is about 1.7 maybe. Okay, we're going up to the shortwave band, and for this I'm going to have to hook up an earth ground to it, so hang on and I'll be right back.
Massage, if indeed I can call it.
Search and rescue teams continue to comb through the debris. 50 people were killed after the Category 5 hurricane.
Okay,
Thousands of homes on Grand
that's down around 5 megahertz. It's just off scale.
Into his presence after this earthly container is laid down, and it sure is not going to be the free fruit you partook in so readily while you were down.
I'm not sure. I don't know where any of these are, so I do know that around 12 megahertz I have had Cuba, and somewhere in there I got Tennessee and South Carolina, but I don't remember where it was at.
La mañana nunca me gustó. Yo digo que es el pedacito de cubo que yo tengo ahí pegadito. To survive. Not willing to do that? Not willing to even step out and...
This is the time of day that this lower part of the band is pretty active. The upper part falls back, I guess because of the time difference.
Ahí hemos visto desfilar en los últimos tiempos
No, none at all. And the accusations that are charged.
This guy talks day and night. I don't know that he ever stops. I find him all over the band here and there, at different times of the day, but all day and in the evening.
Không gian mạng và các hình thức khác, trong đó bảo vệ người dân trước tin tức giả, tin tức không phù hợp với thuần phong mỹ tục của Việt Nam, tin tức bịa đặt sai sự thật, kích động hàm thổ dân tộc.
I have no idea what that is. Some young duck plucker or something.
Now, let me read the scripture for you. The word of the Lord came on me again. This is so shall I be saved from my enemies. I will call upon the Lord. And then you call up.
Pero el esfuerzo todos por ponerlo en máximo en un momento en el que además nosotros.
That's quite a few stations, half the dial.
Even with your generous support this year, we're short of our goal by about 895. It's a tough time in the church, but it's important now, more than ever, to stick together, stay strong, and keep
My
focused
dog's
on
trying to get the attention of the neighbor.
Mother Angelica started over 38 years ago.
Neighbor has
But
a
we can
couple
only
of little
do that
dogs.
with the ongoing support.
I think that's Cuba. Yeah, I think that's going to be just about the extent of this band. Yep. Okay. Push buttons.
He's going to bring it to naught, and that's exactly what he did.
First down for Carolina. Newton is 4 of 4 for 27 yards.
Newton,
McCaffrey sets up to the left of Newton from the gun. Take the handoff. Newton has time. He'll try a deep ball.
Didn't know they put Thursday Night Football on radio. I guess they did. They have. I just never picked it up. Okay, there you go. We'll give you an evening look at the dial. This is the 529 is similar in modification to the 7S530 that I recorded prior. It went out of here a few days after I got it published. In that the tonal buttons are lighted. Person who gets this will have one of two radios that have the fiber optic for the radio organ tone controls on the radio. There's no others that have the tone control buttons lit up like that. You might be able to just make out right now the Right, we'll let the sun go down, get a little darker, and I'll come back and give you a shot of that. So stand by. Okay, it's getting later now, darker. We'll turn this thing on and let you look how the dial lights up for evening. These are done with fiber optics.
And you can secure them by visiting Lowrance.com/Meadow. Lowrance.com/Meadow. The NFC Championship rematch at the Coliseum. Sunday, 25 to Marco Nato. Pregame coverage with Travis Rogers and Chris Morrison. It's going at 10:30 in the morning. They lead you up to kickoff at Anthony Saints. Marco Farr, JB Long, Mauricio return at 10.
These are done with a fiber optic filament, 2 per button on each side, from the lamps that light up the dial up here in the corners. So this will be this one and the 7S530 that I sold here recently are the only two that are in existence that have these lighted buttons. So I hope somebody really likes the enhancement on this, whoever gets the set. Thanks for watching.